We are good to go. So, welcome everyone to today's training. We are one day away from Halloween. So, these are just some tips to help you navigate your Halloween experience and still stay on track with your health and fitness goals. And ultimately, this conversation is all about you and your goals and really what path you are currently on. So that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend where I'm sure you did already have some amazing holiday festivities, as I know we did here. We had a Halloween carnival, which we have every year in our neighborhood, which is just so fun. Probably one thing I look forward to every year. It's my favorite. And Evie had a Halloween birthday party. So we're just excited for tomorrow. I didn't get to partake in those because I was at a speaking and at a energy healing conference all day long, which was so amazing. Very, very my cup is very full from such an amazing weekend. So, as you guys are popping on, let me know you're here. Would love to hear what you guys have planned for your Halloween festivities. If you're going trick or treating tomorrow, what do you prefer? Handing out candy, going trick or treating with your kids? Like, what's your favorite part about Halloween? I would love to hear that. We kind of divide and conquer. Ken always stays home. He hands out all the candy and he loves handing out the candy. And I take Evie out around the neighborhood and we just have a wonderful time. So that's what we're doing this year. Actually, Ken is going to come join us for a little bit of the Halloween festivities because Megan and our little grandbaby are going to be here. So they get to join us this year for trick or treating, which will be so fun. We're super excited. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just come on over to our screen, see if we have anybody who has joined me. As I mentioned, let me know when you guys join this live, what your plans are for Halloween and what you prefer. Do you prefer trick-or-treating with your kiddos or do you prefer handing out candy? Or, are your kids out of the house? What do you prefer to do for your Halloweens? So I have put together a little training for you all. So I will go and share my screen now so you can see what we have put together for you. All right. Oh, wait, I guess I have to share my screen from this screen. Just one moment. We're going to be right here. So, as I mentioned, today's training is all about how can you be just 1% better on your health and fitness journey and still be able to navigate the holidays, because that's what this journey is all about, right? It's being able to still enjoy foods that you love while making this a lifestyle. And that was a very common theme this past weekend when I was at the Energy Healing Conference. So many women, and I'm sure you guys have all been there as well, do go on diets and just realize that they are, extreme diets are not extreme, but they are not realistic and they aren't something that you can stick to for a lifetime. So that's one thing I want you to think about whenever you are working towards your health and fitness goals, your weight loss goals. Is this something that I can do for an extended period of time? Okay. So today we're talking all about how to be just 1% better this Halloween. And skipping past. So first of all, I would like to start off with what not to do. Let's move my little screen over here. What not to do. So we highly suggest that you, so let's say tomorrow with Halloween, you have a Halloween party that you're going to, and you feel like, oh, I'm just going to eat super clean all day today, all day tomorrow, so that I earn the feeling to, indulge a little bit on Halloween itself. So I have the weekend on here. Maybe this pertains to, the weekend. You're going to do some fun festivities this weekend. And so you just eat clean all week long, restrict your foods, eat very, very healthy, and maybe work out like spot on, all because you feel like if you do that, then you can reward yourself with a little extra treat this weekend and you won't feel so bad going overboard. I promise that is definitely going to continue to derail your progress. So don't restrict yourself all week. Okay. Lean into the all or nothing mindset. That kind of goes back to what we were just talking about. Let's say you're doing, you're all in all week. And then the moment you splurge a little bit, you're like, screw it, that goes out the window. And now you're on the other side and it's nothing. You eat all the candy, go out to dinner, drink all the alcohol, and just definitely go in the opposite direction. Go back for multiple servings. So this is more so if you have some sort of a dinner or a dinner party that you're going out to, eating multiple food, multiple servings. Drink sugary drinks over 1% or 1% better options. So, all of those fun flavored drinks, I'm sure that you can partake in on the holidays. One of my suggestions is if that is something you want, go ahead and have it. Just have one and then maybe choose a little bit better of an option. So what I consider a better option is a single liquor and then maybe like seltzer or some sort of a diet beverage in there so that it is less calorie. Miss your water goal. So yes, if you are partaking in alcohol or drinking, you are welcoming a hangover by not drinking enough water and of course unnecessary bloat as well. So make sure you're still hitting your water goal. That would be my ultimate non-negotiable if I knew I was going to go out and be drinking and having dinner. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Miss twice. If you missed a goal meal, follow it up with one. So let's say you splurged on a meal. Don't let that one meal happen again. Don't let it take you down the wrong path. So if you miss, don't let it happen twice in a row. There we go. Listen to the opinions of others to dictate your choices. Let one bad day equal a bad weekend. Hop on the scale the morning after. Try to outwork a bad diet at the gym the next day with cardio. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about some of the good things that are going to help benefit you and help you stay 1% better. And that just went all the way to the back. Okay. So what to do. So different ways to track your foods is, full on tracking macros, not skipping a beat, and just knowing how flexible you can still be with your macros and still hit your goals. And this ultimately depends on what your goals look like too. If you are, have some big deadlines coming up, maybe this isn't the time to get a little flexible or get a little lenient with your training. Or with your nutrition protocol. So make sure that you are pre-logging your meals and still hitting those macro goals. Calories and protein. So this is definitely where you can have a little bit more flexibility, but ultimately you're still hitting that protein goal, which is very, very important. And, this, as I mentioned, just allows a little bit more freedom and for you to enjoy the time with your friends and family. Calories only. So you're still staying within your calorie goal. So whatever your calorie goal is, you're not paying attention to your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. You're just staying underneath your calorie goal. So you have even more flexibility. And then lastly is untracked. So this is just, going out, having a lot of fun, not really stressing about the foods that you're putting in your body and, not taking the time to track them, which this is definitely a great time. And you can do, this is an option. Like this is where we want to get most of our clients to a point where they don't have to track every single day, that they know that they've been tracking enough that they can be fairly consistent and still relatively hit their goals, but have a little bit more fun and a little bit more flexibility. And as mentioned right here, this is just a great time for those that are in a maintenance phase or in a building phase. So if you are eating in a calorie surplus, definitely great option for you. And holiday habits. So, as you know, we are getting ready to dive into the holiday season. So this is just the first of one of many holiday trainings you guys will be getting from us. But holidays are the time to be present and to enjoy the time with your loved ones. And yes, just as it says right here, the last thing that you want to do is to be super stressed or overthink everything when it comes to the foods that you're putting in your body, your nutrition. Do I have to count every single macro? So these are just some great habits and some suggestions that we have for you. And so front load. So this applies to both your workouts and your food. So this is just getting it done at the beginning of the day, making sure that you are pre-logging your foods, getting your workouts in at the beginning of the day, beginning of the week. That way, towards the end of the week, as things are getting a little bit busier, they're already knocked off of your schedule. 1% better mindset. So that's exactly what this training is all about today. And I just want you to ask yourself this question. Am I showing up, or am I treating this Halloween 1% better than I did last Halloween, or not even last Halloween, maybe last holiday? So last holiday would have probably been Labor Day weekend. So think about reflect on that weekend and think, how can I be a little bit better this time? Maybe I didn't get enough water intake in during Labor Day weekend. So here we are, it's Halloween. We've got some fun parties planned, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get all of my water in. And that's how you can be a little, just 1% better. Controllables. This is, controlling what you can control. And I think this is just a very important concept. So what can you control on, when you're going out, when you are going to, when you have like holiday or festivities on the weekend, you can control your water, you can control your steps, you can control, the holiday treats and alcohol. Like, that is completely up to you. People aren't forcing you to eat or drink things. So if you decide on what outcome you want, what are your goals, and then which, strategy you're going to take as far as counting macros, calories, and protein, calories only, and untracked. And then, of course, being okay with the outcome on the other side. So that's really important, controlling those controllables. And lastly, I kind of already talked about this just a little bit. My little picture keeps getting in the way. 1% better drink options. So if you are one who drinks alcohol, those little sneaky calories can definitely add up super quickly. So some drinks right here can be anywhere from 800 to 1,000 calories alone from one drink. And for most of our women, that's probably about half of your intake of your daily caloric need. So make sure that if you are having some adult beverages, that you're just being a little bit smarter about it. So right here teaches you how we can actually add these into MyFitnessPal and keep track of our alcohol so that we can stay within our goals if we are tracking. So right here, alcohol is technically 7 grams or 7 calories per gram. Carbs and protein are 4, and then fat is 9. So what we can do is I like this example, 100-calorie White Claw. If you're drinking one White Claw, that's 100 calories, and you want it to go towards your carb intake for the day. So you would divide that by 4, and then you would put it into MyFitnessPal as carb. And then it is 25 carbohydrates, which will equal 100 calories. So that's just a great way to keep track of your nutrition and, use that as a tool during the week as well. It doesn't just have to be around holidays. If you decide to have a glass of wine here and there, knowing how many calories are in your one glass, divide it by 4 or divide it by 9, and then you can count it towards your fat or calorie or carbohydrate goal. And then here are just some ideas for you guys as far as 1% better options for your adult beverages. So skinny margaritas, tequila, soda, lime, triple sec, vodka soda. I kind of mentioned that one, either tequila soda or water, seltzers of any kind. We got White Claw, Truly, High Noon, Vizzy, etc. And then of course your light beers, Corona Light, Bud Light, and so on. So, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, if there is a fun party drink that you want to partake in, I suggest do it. Have one and then kind of move on to a little bit of a lower calorie drink so that you don't, add all of those extra unnecessary calories into your diet just because you felt like having a couple of drinks to celebrate Halloween. Okay. And next is post-holiday habits. Now, this is a very important one. A lot of people will hop on the scale the next day and they'll see that they have gained a couple pounds, instantly freak out that they've just gained weight. However, this is going to be totally normal because, you have more sodium and more inflammation in your body because of the foods that you ate, which can come from traveling, drinking higher sodium foods that you are partaking, like holiday foods, right? They're going to be higher in sodium. So don't stress out. Just stay off the scale for a day. You're going to be totally fine. Increase your water intake as well. That's just going to help kind of flush some of that, flush all of those toxins out. Go right back to the basics. So hitting your water, hitting your step, getting your workouts in, hitting your nutrition. So what are your non-negotiables? And get back to those. Don't there's no need to go, crazy and do tons and tons of working out, cardio, weightlifting. I do believe though, that if you have splurged a little bit, have those extra calories, that's a great time to have a really good workout. So maybe focus on a bigger muscle group like legs or back, where you can put those extra calories to work and help you get stronger in the gym, not because you're trying to burn extra calories, but because you can use that fuel to get stronger. Reflect on 1% better. So while the holiday is still fresh in your mind, think about, how could I be 1% better next time around? So we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we have New Year's Eve coming up. So reflect on Halloween to help you get better through these other holidays. Where do you feel like you're being held back? And trying to work on those areas. And then, as I mentioned already, don't restrict or increase cardio because of one weekend off, right? So let's say you did go a little bit, get a little off base, right? You went a little crazier, the alcohol got to you, your inhibitions went out the window, and you had a little more fun than you had planned on. It happens to the best of us. Do the next day, just get right back on track. Don't let that be something that's going to help you, cause you to spiral in the wrong direction, right? One bad day, one bad weekend does not mean you need to have a bad week. So just get right back on track that next day. And that is all I have for you guys today on this lovely 1% better Halloween. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween tomorrow. Enjoy, focus on 1% better. And of course, as always, embrace the 80-20 flexible lifestyle, because that's what this is all about, enjoying life and still being able to make this a lifestyle and hit your health and fitness goals along the way. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to go back and see if we have, any comments over here. So, oh my goodness. There we go. I don't think I'm sharing my screen anymore. Well, thank you so much for joining me today on our live training. Would definitely love to still hear what you all have planned for your Halloween out tomorrow. And happy Halloween. See you guys next week.